I would like to sincerely congratulate each and every one of you on your major accomplishment today. I'd also like to thank you for asking me to be a part of this important day. There are so many thoughts I'd like to share with you, for you have individually and collectively shared a great deal with me throughout your program. Well, you have arrived. Arrived where, you might ask? Arrived at the successful completion of one of your chosen life goals. 2.5 years ago, you had a dream. You made a decision, and you made a commitment to yourselves. You chose to become a part of the profession of nursing. My guess is that many of you did not have a clear idea of the extensive range of actions and responsibilities nurses enact every day. Did you foresee the degree of physical and emotional energy that you as a nurse would need to expend every day? Were you aware of the extensive knowledge base, the communication tips, frustration and anguish, laughter, and even some fun? You've experienced a great deal throughout your program. You have had a lot of firsts. Your first needle, your first seriously ill patient, your first dreaded nursing care plan, the excitement of seeing your first birth, the first time you realized that your nursing care, your caring, made a difference to someone's quality of life, someone's sorrow, someone's grief, someone's comfort. It is our hope that you are proud of your accomplishments. You have expanded your minds to perceive and understand and apply complex technology, critical concepts, philosophies, and most of all, the many facets of the human entity and spirit. True, all of you have hit the books. Some of you may feel you have permanent whiplash, but I promise this will pass too. You've had to place a mirror before your soul and look at your personal abilities and flaws. You looked in that mirror and you took the initiative to improve yourself so that today you can have confidence in your nursing abilities. Many of you have grown tremendously in your maturity. You have shown a great deal of courage. I remember very well some of you who walked through the doors to the operating room with great fear and trepidation. I witnessed that courage, and I heard of the resulting confidence. Tell me, does this saying have any meaning for you? If I can get through the operating room, I can get through anything. Your strength of character, your knowledge, your commitment, and desire to achieve has enabled you to become a graduate nurse. Today, you walk through a much larger door, and now you walk with purposeful and confident steps. I know you will remember that as you walk to pick up your diploma and pins. I can't possibly begin to tell you what the future holds in store. I am sure it will be challenging and exciting. Nurses have always been responsive to the needs and demands of society. Your future will be a part of meeting those needs. Nurses nurture others from the wink of conception through the many critical crises of our life cycle. Crises such as babyism, adolescent acne, male midlife crisis, female menopause, on to the problems of geriatrics such as cataracts and strokes, to the eventual letting go of life's breath. We also nurse the effects of our affluent lifestyle. Too often, the effects are destructive and chronic, and are a major impact on our families and friends and our society. Examples of these are alcoholism, drug abuse, child abuse, motor vehicle accidents, and mental illness. The opportunities to contribute to society's wellness is now open for you. You might choose to work within our profession as a bedside nurse, a nurse clinician, a nurse manager, an educator, a researcher. I can tell you that as a nurse educator, your students will give you many challenges, a few gray hair, some palpitation, but many, many rewards. There are also the positions of working within our government to shape the healthcare delivery system of our society. Nurses need to meet the needs of society, as well as being a political voice within the society. What of a society who is apparently willing to condone the actions of more powerful nations as they flirt with war and possibly annihilation? We will be asked to meet that need also. It will be the nurses and the other health professionals who will nurse the society of the day after. We therefore have a responsibility to be a voice in the decisions of the government of the day. There are so many challenges, and there is a place for each one of you within the profession in your special area of interest. I've talked about the past, and I've made a brief adventure into the future. No one will promise you that it will be easy, but it will be rewarding, and it can be so much fun with continued commitment and dedication. May I share with you one last sentiment which my father taught me. I hope you will carry this with you as you walk into the future. It is important to count your blessings. Life is always unpredictable and never perfect, but it can always get better. If you can just see the potential in a person, thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Love, for that very thoughtful talk. I think is a tribute to the collective judgment of the class in choosing you. We've now reached the significant part of the graduation exercise, the presentation of graduate pins. The pin is a gold and green replica of the hospital's crest and signifies successful completion of the nursing program. The University of Alberta Hospital's graduate pin is recognized throughout the world as a symbol of consistently high standards in nursing care. Therefore, the University of Alberta Hospital's board takes great pride and pleasure in presenting these pins to their newest graduates, who will carry on the tradition of quality nursing established by previous graduates of the school. This pin has been presented to all graduates since 1920. This time, I would call on Ms. Pamela Allen Montgomery to make the presentations.
Chairman, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my very great pleasure to present the members of the class of April 1986 for their pins and diplomas. I would ask that you please refrain from applause until all members have been presented. Thank you. Pamela Adamson. Beth Aldifer. Cheryl Anderschuk. Jeanette Archibald. Kim Barnett. Jennifer Bettany. Wendy Brown. Eunice Brown. Sharon Chomick. Catherine Cox. Marilyn Cunningham Werbitsky. Deborah Davies. Colleen Dow. Donna Elliott. Shelley Lynn Platt. Paulette Forrest. Valerie Frizzell. Ann Garner. Catherine Gablehouse. Linda Height. Chris Hetherington. Julie Hofford. Christine Inman. Alesha Iwabuchi. Colleen Jesperson. Deborah Johnson. Patricia Yonker. Diane Kostiak. Lynn Kostiak. Sandra Kuzik. Barbara Love. Darlene Moot.
Right on, Darlene.
Holly Martinello. Leslie Matsui. Joanne McGinnis. Diane McKenzie. Johanna May Wason.
It's really kind of far away, Collins. It's for infinite. Sorry.
Donna Neff.
Let's keep it on infinite. Keep it on
Jody Palmer.
No.
Deborah Pamela. Pamela Peterson. Judith Pellerin. Karen Petrus. Darlene Pontifex. Leah Puntan.
That's why you mix bringing
Bashir Qureshi. Louisa Rivella. Terry Richard. Renee Rosario Grover. Noni Roth. Mavis Rudolph. Karen Scott. James Shannon. Griselda Shaw. Connie Stefania. Janet Stevens. Sherry Stitzenberger. Anne Chord. Sophie Timmerman. Marie Tallman. Liberty Twazen. Karen Walker. Ray Walters. Susan Warden. Wendy Yule. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of April 19.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Montgomery and Miss Allen. There's no such thing as a free lunch in this world. So we're now going to
In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the profession of nursing.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ross. Now you're bound to your obligation. I call again on Miss Allen, Mrs. Montgomery, to present prizes that were being awarded to members of the class.
We will begin with the announcement of the University of Alberta Hospitals Foundation Scholarship. This scholarship has been created by the Hospitals Foundation for the class of April 86 and will be awarded to any individual who wishes to pursue continuing education in nursing following graduation. The first prize to be awarded today is the Merit Prize for Outstanding Contribution by a graduating class member to the welfare of other students. This prize is chosen by the students themselves. The winner of this prize is Patricia Yonker. The Ethel S. Cooper Memorial Prize is awarded to the graduate with the highest 400 level average, and the W.C. Mackenzie Prize for Outstanding Merit in the Theory of Nursing is awarded to the graduate with the highest program average. The winner of these two prizes is the same individual, and it is Noni Roth. The University of Alberta Hospitals Board Prize is awarded to the graduate who has shown excellence in clinical practice and in appreciation of service. The winner of this prize is Julie Hofford. The Geneva Purcell Prize for Outstanding Merit in the Practice of Nursing is awarded to Donna Neff. The Gold Medal and Prize for Overall Excellence in Nursing is awarded to the graduate who, in the opinion of the faculty, has been the most outstanding in both theory and practice of nursing. The winner of this award is Wendy Brown.
Thank you again, Ms. Montgomery and Ms. Allen. I'd like to add my congratulations to the award winners.
Platform party, families and friends, and fellow graduates. Welcome to all of you, and thank you for being here to share in this very special day with us. It seemed that not long ago, we came to the School of Nursing and were the junior students. We were kept very busy, running to classes, preparing papers, and writing exams. Time passed very quickly, and before we knew it, we were actually learning the skills that would enable us to care for the patients in the hospital. One of these skills was intramuscular injection. Much to our horror, we learned that we had to give an injection to a fellow student. And the site chosen was not in the arm as we'd hoped, but was slightly lower. I don't think any of us slept too well that night, but I don't know whether the cause for the sleeplessness was the thought of giving the injection or the thought of being on the receiving end. Needless to say, we all survived the experience and became more confident as time passed with giving medication. We were all anxious to be finished with our classes and eager to commence nursing in the hospital. Our first day on the ward, we were slightly nervous, but we arrived in neatly pressed pink uniforms, gleaming shoes, and our hair neatly in place. We were ready to get to the heart of nursing. Part of our training included learning about medications. Giving medications is a big responsibility, and it's funny how nervousness can make you lose control of your hand movements. For it seemed the first few times that we had to drop the medications that we wouldn't be able to stop that needle from shaking. But with encouragement and directions from our instructors, we managed to get through those experiences. Over time, we developed confidence and were more comfortable doing this. During our training, we witnessed all aspects of life, from seeing the joy on new parents' faces as they look upon their newborn baby, to seeing the fatigue and sadness of someone watching over a family member who is terminally ill. All these experiences affected us and helped us grow personally and professionally. Throughout our training, we worked with each other in many different situations. Mutual respect was one, and some very special friendships were formed through sharing the joys and hardships of being a nursing student. During our program, we were visited by guests from outside agencies. A few months ago, our class was fortunate to have some visitors from the Burn Society. All these people had been burn victims. When they walked into our classroom, we focused on their physical appearance. Each person introduced themselves and told of their personal struggle to recover from being very severely burned. These people found that when their physical appearance was altered, they relied on their inner reserves. We were all witness to their inner strength and beauty during the short time they shared their personal stories with us. All of these people are very actively working, visiting other burn victims, and giving them the support and courage they need to carry on. From this visit, we learned, look beyond the obvious and see the inner person. Sharing of experiences increases our knowledge so that we can improve the quality of care. Nurses should be aware of support groups, such as the Burn Society, as valuable resources and should utilize them. These people set a fine example, and their courage and optimism serve as an inspiration to us all. Nursing roles are forever changing and expanding to include the latest advances. As nurses, we have an obligation to maintain a high level of knowledge and to be aware of new methods and techniques. A good nurse not only has knowledge and proficiency, but has compassion as well. Being a good nurse means taking the time to stop and comfort someone who is distressed. It only takes a few moments, and the warmth and caring expressed may assist a person to deal with their personal problems. And these moments are long remembered by people who have been in the hospital. I would like to read an excerpt from a thank you card received by one of our graduates when she was a student nurse. The note was from the wife of a man who had passed away, and the note reads, "My husband would have wanted me to express his appreciation to you for caring for him so much. He's suffering and terminally ill. You are a very special person, and God bless you. Take the time to talk to patients and see them as individuals. They may not remember how well you changed their dressing, but what they do remember is how you treated them. At this time, I would, on behalf of the class, like to say thank you to our families, husbands, boyfriends, and friends for unending support and understanding through the last 2.5 years. You are always there to say, 'You'll make a great nurse, I know you will.'" These words meant so much and always seemed to come at the time when we needed to hear them the most. Thank you to all of our instructors for being such good role models. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and nursing experiences, which made learning so much more enjoyable. Thank you for getting to know us personally and giving us constructive criticism and words of praise and encouragement. You have helped shape us into the confident, proud, professional graduates which we are today. But most of all, thank you for saying, if you need to talk, my door is always open. Come and see me anytime. Now is the time to say congratulations to each of you as you graduate, and I'd like to wish you happiness and success in your nursing career. Today marks the end of our nursing training, but it also marks the beginning of our learning. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Ms. Sissenberger, for your delightful remarks. This pretty well brings us to the conclusion of the proceedings. I haven't got much more to say. I might just build on what Sherry has said, though, that to the graduating class, that you are embarking today on your new career. I suggest you should enjoy the privileges that go with this honorable profession and nurture the respect that goes with it. You accept the responsibility it places on you. Alice, you'll remember, in Lewis Carroll's book, found she had to run very hard to stay where she was. You'll need to do the same in the fast-changing world of modern medicine. Your education is uniquely your own. No one can take it from you. You've earned it. It is yours. Go from this graduation exercise and use your knowledge for the service of your fellow man in the great tradition of Edith Cavell, Florence Nightingale, in accordance with the pledge that you have just taken. On behalf of the board and the staff and your friends and relatives, we wish you well. There will now be a short break for photography, and then we ask you to reassemble for the Queen, and then there will be followed by a reception outside the auditorium.
I can't believe it. Hey, if you want to be at the graduation dance floor, come and see me in on that. Oh, good. Jason, get over here. Okay. Not that one. Jason. Found.
That's a little bit more, wow, yeah, a little higher if you can.
You stand here, you're taller. What do you mean? That'll be all right.
Well, no, you haven't done enough good with one. That's good. Yeah. On that? Yeah, here. We got one. flowers not till tomorrow night?
What do you look like?
This one's screwed. Let's leave this one. Well, I'm still just gonna fly that. Okie dokie. This one here then. Well, we'll have to just go in on the floor going to.
Margaret, why are you still here? You get home and rest your weary bones.
Oh, it's right.
See, let's dip a bit more. Huh? Let's cycle.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. You are not.
Drop a bit more to your right. There, I know.
You need,
I'll get rid of this. Well, you're on Cannon Jumbo. You want one?
sure, but I don't have to sit. Put it beside yours.
Go put reserve on me.
Yeah, right.
So you want to, while we're on it, put reserve, eh?
Hey, make sure you get the head shape birthday.
Where's the scissors go? Okay, how many got to go to the table?
We need another two, I think.
Another
No, how many people have to be here? 2,
9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
What? What'd you say? What?
Come on, Nick. Shuffle those to the back room. We don't need them.
Margaret?
Reserve, these for
You have to come in the room, I do.
No, I'm gonna make it fine. Reserve, people have reserved for just for now, for the beach chair.
What are these people trying to? And I fear this crack
That was mine.
They must be going up today.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to come back here tomorrow night after these are all put on the table. How are you going to have this broken?
Oh yeah, this is all right here.
Well, let's find another balloon.
all, I'd like to introduce you to our head table. First of all, I have Tony and Ross, who spent a great deal of time and effort putting this evening together. Come on. And on her right is Sam, her husband. We have Marilyn and Ron, who also spent a great deal of time and effort. For Sherry and Larry, who spent a great deal of time. First of all, we'll have a head table. Go ahead and we can
Hey, why don't we start over here?
well, we can proceed over here. First of all, Ron will take your
But
If I don't eat just
No. Each drink you get ready. What are you going to do right now? Right here?
hey,
Did you get that pose?
you betcha. I got a better one here.
Have you?
Get her tush.
I know she's giving her hell or what. Okay, shut it off for a while, okay? George?
Can't have it, eh? Vanessa, you're talking tape on this guy. We're going to question that. Excuse me, tape this.
Smile, you're on candid camera.
Oh, right on. Want a crown?
Kim. What? Okay, see that little green light in there? Working.
Yeah, I can. You'd be surprised that I can see it. She got her right in there. What she got on? We got some. Check them out. That's your sister. Yeah. What she wears? Black underoath. Telescopic. Oh, Roy, you just. Oh, you're down there.
He's recording it, there's nothing on there.
All right, we're going to do something a little different here.
What? You went just went like this and you stopped the music? You went like, and then you got to the